Martin Odegaard, Zeki Celik, my god, the transfer news is really heating up. We're going to talk about a lot of stuffs. If you see daily Arsenal content, best place to be, consider subscribing. If you are an already subscribed member of this channel, thank you so much for keeping the faith and finding your news from this portal. It's really great to have you. And if you still want to support me, and the best way you could do that, I think via monetary wise, you could actually send me a super chat if you can. Find the subscriptions of this channel, the first link in the description, or most simply put, hit that like button. One like. That's the best way you can support me. And please comment your views about the transfer window, whatever news that you're hearing on this channel or anywhere in the world. Please comment your opinions about Arsenal. This is the best time to actually voice out your opinion, because we are planning out some live streams where you can come on the live stream and talk about what you think about Arsenal, what kind of players you want at Arsenal, everything, your opinion. I will give you a platform. So subscribe, and reach me out on my Instagram and Twitter, the link of which is in the description. Follow me there and send me a DM that you want to be in one of my live streams, and I think if you're lucky, you'll definitely get your chance. So the first news that we have is about Martin Odegaard. Well, according to Partidazo de Cop, they say that Martin Odegaard could be sent out on loan again. So it could be on in any club right now, but it looks like Martin Odegaard could be sent out on loan again, and the club that we might link him with again would definitely be Arsenal. It's something like Dani Ceballos all over again, but yeah, that's what it is. So also, let's talk about, we all know that if you still don't know, if you've still been living under a rock, Bukayo Saka has been selected up for the Euro 2020. But before that, let's jump into a very old news of 2016, since Carlo Ancelotti has been appointed as a new Real Madrid manager post Zinedine Zidane era. Carlo Ancelotti spoke this about Martin Odegaard when Real signed him in 2016. He said, "When Florentino Perez buys a Norwegian footballer, you simply have to accept it. He could be the best player in the world, but I don't care because he wasn't a player who I asked for. That signing was to do with PR." So this won't sit well with Martin Odegaard and of course the new manager that has actually walked in. So let's hope we could get Martin Odegaard if we want to. So the next is, this is what Bukayo Saka shared on Twitter, this image with the caption, "A special summer awaits," with a burning emoji, and hashtag Euro 2020 @England. So the Three Lions announced the squad for the Euros. They've axed out certain players. Well, Trent Alexander-Arnold, congratulations that he was not being left out this time around as well for the Euro 2020, and Bukayo Saka has been selected, called up for the Three Lions. So congratulations, and this is going to be one hell of a ride, ladies and gentlemen, one hell of a transfer window plus the Euro. So let's talk about William Saliba. According to Lay 10 Sport, they've come up with a very special news. So they say that Longoria tries a big blow to replace Duje Caleta-Car. Now, while Olympique Marseille risk seeing Duje Caleta-Car and Leonardo Balerdi slip away, the track leading to William Saliba resurfaces, and that could be a nice move. Although the transfer window has not yet officially opened its doors, Marseille are already very active behind the scenes. Indeed, as revealed exclusively by Leighton Sport, the arrivals of Gerson and Matteo Guendouzi are imminent, but Pablo Longoria is also looking for a central defender to compensate for the possible sale of Duje Caleta-Car, as well as the departure of Leonardo Balerdi on loan from Borussia Dortmund. With this in mind, Marseille would follow William Saliba, loaned during the second part of the season to OGC Nice by Arsenal. And according to the journalist from Nice Martin, Vincent Mancini, it would be a very nice move. Apart from Marquinhos, Kimpembe, Font and Botman, he has no equivalent in Ligue 1. He says that he did not finish in an exceptional way, but he immediately imposed himself upon his arrival by stabilizing the Nice defense. For a player barely 20, he exudes an impressive maturity on the field, especially for a player landed in the middle of a complicated season. At first glance, we saw real international potential. He is elegant, easy to raise. He never panics, he's strong, and he has his head on his shoulders. He has all the qualities of a modern defender. For me, it's really top level technically. Apart from Marquinhos, Kimpembe, Font and Botman, he has no equivalent in Ligue 1. he confides to Foreseen. So that is what people in France believe about William Saliba. Please, Mikel Arteta, understand his potential and make him an Arsenal player in the upcoming season. So, according to Simon Collins, Arsenal, Manchester United, and Tottenham have all shown interest in Lille right back Zeki Celik. Now, Simon Collins himself tweeted out that Arsenal are interested in Lille right back Zeki Celik, who has also caught the eye of Manchester United and Tottenham too. Expected to be sold for a fee of around 15 million euros. 15 million euros, man. Player open to the Premier League move, according to Simon Collins. So, what's the recent update about it? So, 13 million pounds for Zeki Celik. The 24-year-old has enjoyed a good season with Lille, helping them win League One, and he is expected to be on the move this summer. The Turkey international, who will be playing at Euro 2020 this summer, would be listening to offers from all three clubs, and is understood to be on the radar of the clubs in Europe. One of those is Inter Milan, who are tracing Celik amid fears that Achraf Hakimi could be leaving to Paris Saint-Germain. Arsenal in the market to replace Hector Bellerin, and of course we all know what has happened. So Celik has emerged as a contender to replace Bellerin, with the Gunners impressed by the right back's performances this season, in particular his skill in possession and threat going forward, along with his ability to press and win possession high up the pitch. So that is the attractive profile that Arsenal are looking into. Before the end of this video, we'll also talk about how impressive the Arsenal's right back position would be, and we'll see 4 right backs being compared. So I've got an update for you guys, don't worry about it. So talking about more stuff, well, Rob Holding has actually had a haircut, ladies and gentlemen. Let me tell you, I don't think that's a haircut. Probably he's having a hair transplant, because you don't see roots that quite evident. I think he's having of course he's having a laugh with the image that he shared, but I think he's having a hair transplant. I believe so. I might be wrong here. Moving on, so Gareth Southgate has opened up about Bukayo Saka. He says sometimes young players can go into teams that are playing well and flourish. He's gone into a team that have had a tough season and has really played with character as well as skill. Let's talk about Granit Xhaka, ladies and gentlemen. So Corriere dello Sport claim that Granit Xhaka is tired of playing for Arsenal and is ready for a new challenge. Roma will go back with an improved offer of 18 million euros. Now, this is according to Sport Witness. They say that Granit Xhaka is tired of playing for Arsenal and ready for a new challenge. Arsenal and AS Roma will soon try and find an agreement at 18 million euros. Mourinho appreciates Xhaka's confidence and determination, but have Nahitan Nandez as a backup option. I think, yeah, Nahitan Nandez previously linked to them as well. So yes, Nahitan Nandez could be a player that they could actually look at as a backup for Granit Xhaka. Also, according to Simon Jones of Mail, says that Arsenal also remain in talks with Norwich City over Emi Buendia, but face competition from Aston Villa as they weigh up options to potentially replace Jack Grealish. They want someone to replace Jack Grealish, and they believe Emi Buendia is the kind of player that might be the right one to suit and lift Aston Villa from where they are right now if their captain leaves. Moving on, so it looks like Inaki Kanya-Pavan, Arsenal goalkeeping coach, is actually following Andre Onana on Twitter. So yes, he is following Andre Onana on Twitter, and it's going to be awesome. So another good news why Andre Onana is forever coming to Arsenal is Ajax have reached agreement to sign another goalkeeper whose name is Jay Gorter. Ajax and Go Ahead Eagles have finally reached agreement on the transfer of goalkeeper Jay Gorter. The transfer fee would be around 1 million euros, and it is expected that Gorter will sign a 4-year contract in Amsterdam. Gorter will compete with Martin Stekelenburg and Remco Pasveer, but is initially brought in as third goalkeeper and will mainly be goalkeeper for young Ajax, and he will join Ajax's European duels to gain experience. As soon as everything is in place, Gorter will personally negotiate with Ajax about his future contract. So that has been agreed upon by Mike Verwey also. So yes, so since Ajax signed a third, so there is no Andre Onana at all. So yes, that opens up Andre Onana permanently leaving that club again and not signing a new deal. So talking about different and more interesting stuffs, well, we have some scouting reports of certain right back options for Arsenal. So right now we have Zeki Celik. Now let me read it out for you if you can't properly see it. So non-penalty goals 0.13 per 90. NPXG is 0.04. So progressive passes 76, progressive carries 76. Attacking wise, passes attempted is 80. Pass completion is 78.8%. Now pressures 94, tackles 86, 61 interceptions, 77 blocks, chances 49, aerial duels 156 is from Zeki Celik. Now why am I even bothered to tell you this? Because aerials 1 of Hector Bellerin is more than that, but clearances is really bad for Hector Bellerin. Interceptions only 5 interceptions, pressures only 18. Not good with coming up with pressures. Where Zeki Celik has 94 pressures, Hector has only 18. Not a good player to actually expect him to do all the pressures as concerned. Passes completed is really good as well for Zeki Celik. Now also talking about Hector Bellerin, this is a Hector Bellerin's chart. I've already posted this on my community tab. If you want to have a look at it, you could actually have a look at it. So Achraf Hakimi's one is mentioned here. You can see penalty goals. He's more attacking mindset, but defensive numbers, only pressures, which is also an attacking trait. If you see the tackles, interceptions, all are in red. So Achraf Hakimi defensively is a very bad option for Arsenal. So you only have to see about only attacking prowess that Achraf Hakimi can actually come up with. And now let's talk about Max Aarons. Now what does Max Aarons provide? Goal scoring wise, very bad options. Assist wise, very bad options. Option is Max Aarons. You can see the passes attempted, completion, progressive passes. Only dribbles completed is good. That's a good attacking threat. But apart from that, everything else for the attacking option is really bad for Max Aarons. But let's check out his blocks. He's good in blocking, and clearances and tackles is decent. So a decent defensive fullback, but a very average attacking fullback is Max Aarons, as you can see in this report. Well, talking about Emerson Royal, if you could see Emerson Royal, now this is also a very good option for Arsenal. Goal scoring wise, not a very good thing. Assist wise is a decent option, but if you can see passes attempted, decent in connecting the attacks. But look at that defensive numbers, super good defensive numbers. So Zeki Celik and Emerson Royal are very good right back options for Arsenal. If they can go, they should go with those options. Thank you so much for Giles Grimandi to share this on Twitter, with which I can actually bring to you this, and we actually can have a very good option for Arsenal. So with this, I'd like to end this episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you seek daily Arsenal content, best place to be. Consider subscribing. We come up with these kind of stuffs 365 days a year, twice a day. Cheers.